What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, Sean? Quick demo video for you for your Korbanth Depa saber. Got this done late last night, and I wanted to hurry up and get this out to you. Hopefully, this is the first one of these that's been installed, and then also this will be kind of a chassis explanation because I am offering this chassis for people who want to install this themselves. But this is installed the Proffie V2 that you supplied. You've got CC sabers in there for your main PCB, excuse me. And then this is a single button setup saber. So your button or your switch is right here. It's this gold switch. This is running the stock button prop file for one button. And then there's a copy of the config file on your SD card so you can put on there whatever you'd like. But to get to everything, you just want to unscrew the pommel right here. This is the only place on this saber that it opens, right? So just be careful we don't drop it. You'll take this out and see your speaker, and the chassis will slide right out into your hand. This also has a 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost dark side speaker that you provided. So that's in here. You got your Proffie board right there. And then it's a removable battery setup right here with your spring. Your board has just a little bit of adhesion on it to keep it on this shelf, but you can do everything that you need to do from right here. I made sure there was enough room. Take your SD card in and out from there, and then of course your micro USB slot. I programmed the board from it sitting here, so you shouldn't have any issue. And then I just did some greeblies on here. I tried to make the front of the chassis here match the emitter to the saber. Just trying to do some little things like that. So hopefully it all kind of looks like it goes together. One thing that you can't see is the upper piece of the chassis. And it looks like this. This is for another Depa saber I have coming. But this one actually, on this piece that you can't see, it holds your main PCB here. This has the Smuggler's Outpost Switch Pixel PCB set, which makes it removable. So your CC saber's up here. You've got your Smuggler's Outpost PCB down here that has the 14 pins in it. And then your tactile switch that sits right here. This is something that you'll never see, and it sits about right here or so, or about down here. And what I had to do to make this stay in is I actually come in here, take this shroud off, and then I drilled and tapped an 832 set screw so that I could lock this down in place and it never moves. But I made sure it was underneath the shroud so you'll never see that. And then you've got a blue gem here. I made sure that the PCB was sitting down low enough to where you got plenty of shine through here, even if you don't have a blade in. So it looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take your chassis and put a battery in it. It just has a stock font configuration. So we'll take our battery and slap it in. It's a good sign. And then you can take this chassis and put it in the saber however you want. And it slides right in just like that. And then we'll screw the pommel on. You'll feel on the pommel around the last 2 threads or so that it's actually engaging those pins. So you just want to tighten everything up and you're good to go. Now you do have motion controls. So you got your LEDs firing up there. You see a nice shine through here and twist off. Now the thing about this shine through, this gem is blue, so your shine through is always going to be blue, right? Or we could come over here and we could hit activation. Plenty loud. This thing sounds really nice and bassy with that speaker. Auxiliary, just tapping it. Or you can hold it down to turn it off. Just like that. We'll throw a blade in it. It takes a 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade. And then we're going to need to use your blade retention as well. I may not have to use it on this demo because the blade is fitting in there pretty snug. Yeah, so I'm not going to use the blade retention. But if you need it, it's right there. And it bites into plenty of the saber, so you won't have any problems there. So we could... good flash on clash, right?
Smooth Jedi.
So to change sound fonts, what you want to do is just hold down for 1 second and let go when the saber's off.
Smooth Gray. Smooth
Just like that. Now the red is not going to shine through very well on the blue crystal. Those two colors don't match. They just don't match well. So when it comes to that shine through, you're going to have a little bit of trouble with that particular color.
Rogue Commander.
So you got it there flickering. You can see it flickering in there. The saber is very solid and very sleek looking. Just like that. And we'll take your blade out. And going over the chassis, which is super simple, right? We just want to unscrew the pommel again. And then your chassis should slide right out in your hand just like that. And then you can come over here from the positive side of the battery by your speaker. You should be able to pick it out with your finger just like that. And that is pretty much it. That's your saber. We'll just put it back in here for safekeeping. If you got any questions, let me know. If everything looks good to you, I will get this out in the mail to you today. All right. Thank you.